Why do Christians follow you while you talk like that about Jesus? That's a good question. Now that's a good question. That's a good question. Why do Christians follow my lectures while I insult Jesus every chance that I get? I'll even give you a bonus. Why do I insult Jesus every chance that I get? Because this holy Torah commands me to insult idolatry. And according to our Torah, to believe that God has become a human in human form, as we've learned earlier today, is not only a violation to the Torah, it's antithetical to the Torah. God says, I am not a man. He has no image, no likeness of an image. Multiple times in this parasha, Moshe Rabbeinu told us, you did not see any image. Because the moment you think that God has an image, whether male or female, bird, cat, dog, fish, anything, you corrupt and you become corrupt. You corrupt the Torah and you become corrupt. So the Torah itself says endless times that believing in the New Testament that has a man God is idol worship. So, and it's a mitzvah to insult idol worship. So now the question is, why do so many Christians watch me if I insult Jesus all the time? Do you know why? Because every single one of those Christians knows that what I'm saying is true. They just have an issue with making the necessary changes in their life. Because if what I'm saying is true, that means that everything they believe in is false. Because I don't sugarcoat things where I say you could do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. There is no little bit of this, a little bit of that. It's either you're 100% truth or you're 100% lie. There is no 99% truth and 1% lie. 99% truth and 1% lie is 100% lie. So now, when I've given several lectures to show that Christianity is man-made, full of mistakes, that literally an 8-year-old can notice in the New Testament, many of these Christians cannot defend those. They realize there's a problem with the New Testament, especially since there's over 200,000 versions of the New Testament. So even if you had one version of it that, let's say, was true, nobody knows which version it is, but it's not. The whole thing is fake. Anyway, since the Christians know that there's a problem with their New Testament, they watch me in order to find either a cure for the problem or see if I'm wrong. Now, as they watch more and more, they realize not only am I not wrong, but their problem is bigger than they thought. So they continue watching, and the overwhelming majority of them end up either converting to Judaism or becoming righteous Noahites. They didn't start with the intention of becoming Noahites. They started watching my lectures with the intention of seeing if they could find me saying something false, like they found their preacher, like they found their priest, like they found their little Yoshke. But when they see that everything that I bring has sources, that they can double check, and they can't find the mistakes, they could simply see it for what it is. Without their mental gymnastics, you could see it that this is the truth. And therefore, they start off with trying to figure out if I'm wrong, trying to figure out if they could do something, but as they watch more and more, they realize that not only am I not wrong, but that their problem is actually bigger than they thought. And little by little, they end up either, like I said, converting to Judaism and abandoning Christianity altogether, or becoming a righteous Noahite and abandoning Christianity altogether. Either way, they abandon Christianity altogether. And now, why did I say the majority and not everyone? Because not everyone stays for that path. Sometimes people, they see enough truth, they don't want it, they don't want to change, they don't want to abandon their false faith because it's convenient for them to stay where they are, so they stop watching and they go back to their false life. But anyone that continues watching my lectures, it's not possible to watch my lectures every week, whether you're a Jew or a Gentile, and not change. Not because of me, it has nothing to do with me. It's simply because this is the word of the Torah, and if you're studying authentic Torah, it changes you. It changes you. It's simple said. It changes you. If you're watching lectures and it's not changing you, there's something wrong. Why? It's not something wrong with you. It's not. I don't know what's something. Can't point of where that's something wrong, but there's something wrong. Why? Because the Torah is supposed to change you. So either there's something wrong with your ability to understand, or there's something wrong with the ability of the speaker to speak, or there's something wrong with what he's speaking about and what he's teaching. Either way, if you're not changing after watching, after learning Torah for an extended period of time, there is something wrong. And Baruch Hashem, we work very hard to make sure that every week we give you guys different lectures, different content, new information, and it changes us. It changes us. Not just you guys, it changes me. I continue to grow, you continue to grow, and Baruch Hashem, we continue to change and improve. We are meant to be a light unto the nations, not to follow their misguided practices. Remember, every Jew has to remember that he's a Jew and she's a Jew. We don't celebrate non-Jewish holidays, even if they seem harmless.